Hey guys, Joel Brideball here. Thanks for joining me on Finance Friday. If you haven't seen the Theology Thursday on the indwelling presence of the Holy Spirit, please take a look at that and feel free to leave any comments. On Monday, I'll be talking about ways, on Marriage and Family Monday, I'll talk about ways in which you can maximize conversations on spiritual matters with your children. But let me talk to you about Finance Friday and something that we recently experienced was taxes. So some of you do them early in the year, some of you do them maybe like me this year, right up to the last day. But whether you owed or got a refund, but especially if you owed, think about what you can do now with your work to set aside a little extra so that you don't owe anything. Because that's the last thing you want to do is have to send in more. So you may say, well, but I need everything I can now to live and so forth. Well, find a way you can cut back. I've talked about that in other videos to save here and there, bits and pieces. But if you can set aside just a few extra dollars each paycheck, or maybe $20 or whatever, it's better to get a little something back. You can do something else with that than to have to pay, because sometimes you have to pay and it may just be a few hundred, maybe a few thousand, and you don't have that kind of money. But if you're able to set some back, let's say $20 a week over 50 weeks is $1,000, and instead of you owing 1,000, now you don't owe anything. Or instead of you owing $800, you get 200 back. And so it's just something like that you can plan to set aside. And if you got a similar income from year to year, you should be able to adjust that accordingly. Of course, tax laws change, and that may affect how much you owe or how much you can get back. But it's always better to get a little bit back, not a lot back. You don't want just thousands of dollars accumulating, because the government's making interest off you if that's the case. So you may need to adjust and bring it down some, but make those adjustments. You may want to talk with a CPA and get some good advice there. But I think it's always better to get a little something back rather than to have to pay out. And so you can make those changes now and affect the next 8.5 months of the year, so you're in better shape come next tax season. Hope you can benefit from this, and hope you find some wisdom and faithfulness and stewardship. And I'll talk to you again soon. God bless.